together on some of these things. Let me move off stage. She wants to get away from the cameras.
She was born on a clear November day in 1909. She was more precious than a vintage wine. She came out of the hills of southwestern Wisconsin some 85 years ago. This little girl with the brunette curl set tennis in a glow. She went to St. Andrews to school, and there she learned the golden rule. As time passed by, she met Harry and decided then to marry.
Okay. This is what he does during the night when he can't get to sleep to help him with the phone. Mom, would you sit over here, please? Oh, no.
No.
No, thanks.
She's like the rest of us.
I'm real comfortable. I'm real comfortable.
If she likes it there,
you can all see me.
Go back there.
Yeah, thanks.
Come this way.
Yeah, I heard it.
have Bruce.
As the children came along, she played the piano and led them in song. When her oldest son came along, his name was Vince. Such a gardener and tree trimmer we have never seen since. Even though with 10 children she was busy, a few more guests didn't make her dizzy. She could cook, clean, and many of the overalls she did mend. And many of the gardens she did tend. The work she was always willing to drop if she got a call, want to go to Dubuque to shop? In the 50s, he moved to Platteville, where she put the flower pots on the windowsills. Their last child was born there. They named him Mike. And how all the older ones did like that little tyke. Grandma, was there a Platteville before the Bears? And she replies, who cares? One of her pleasures is to play with her card club. She's so great she gets called in to sub. She performs her chores without flaw, and Lee says she makes the greatest coleslaw. We all liked the chicken she did fry, but Pete said her specialty was her cherry pie. Number one, though, of the Gallup polls is Grandma's tasty cinnamon rolls. When she arrives at a party that's a surprise, she says, oh my, with a twinkle in her eyes. With her sister Vanetta, they reminisce of all the great times and the people they miss. It was hard when she lost her hubby, children, and grandson, it was true, but it was her faith that got her through. The pictures she has taken takes her mind off what is aching. Each morning at 7:30 and the phone rings, up from the chair she springs. Sometimes, ring, ring goes the phone, oops, she's not home. But the holiness she does display to us 8, it's obvious why she was born on All Saints' Day. That was from Brian. We all say this about Mom/Grandma Lillian. She's one in a billion. We don't have time to mention popcorn balls, typewriter, writing letters, microwave, soap operas, selling eggs, or chicken feeding, because we find that time is fleeting. Did you do that? Pete did a lot of the first part, and then Brian and I sat down with him at 11:30 on Friday night after the winning game and did the rest. I said, well, how about this topic? He had a whole bunch of words he had put in blocks a few nights earlier that rhymed, you know, and then we tried to put it all in. No, it was very nice. We had a lot of fun.
Now, there is one more. I ain't complaining about anybody's at it. There's some more. I did this just on the spur of the moment. I didn't know she was having such a nice one. I hate to follow yours.
Why don't you leave a space between them then?
Okay, well, space. Between the readings at church, they have a little time to reflect.
Oh, wait, fall
Yeah.
asleep.
This is at Carl's request. Space. I might chicken out. We get too much space.
Well, very personal.
Yeah, we don't want to get too personal. Oh, it's
I'm prepared to preach. It's getting personal.
oh, yeah. Well, we are that kind, aren't we?
We are. The way we are. Mom, you made us the way we are.
Oh, no.
You were so good.
Yeah.
Keep credit.
This is entitled Our Mom. So who are you, Mom? I'll tell you. You'll be surprised and not know what to do. You're gardener and friend and caretaker too. Can't take the country out of you. You came from a big family and a lot of kids you had. You really are lucky. I hope that you're glad. You had no husband the last 25 years, but you just kept busy spreading good cheers. Good feelings among your clan and their wonderful spouses just keeps you busy visiting their houses. Some drop in on Sundays, some days you get mail. Letters and phone calls all week long will sail. We sit at your kitchen table and ask what's new. We find out what is broke or what is in the stew. We find out who's been there and who fixed the kitchen light. Your sons are Mr. Fix-It to everyone's delight. You take your cat naps or do your chores alone. You like to get your mail and use the telephone. Wonderful friends that drive you to church and potlucks. We're glad that you don't gamble and spend our inheritance bucks.
Boy, have you got news for them, right?
Many things do change, you keep up with it all. Hope it's not been too bad, because life's not really a ball. Remembering everybody, we wonder how you do, giving cheer to people who are down and blue. We're halfway done. Can we go back 20 to the good old years you used to babysit our children, the dears? You help canning and quilting or pick wallpaper to hang, get watercress or walnuts or just doing our thing. If we are good to you, our kids will be for us. We got to keep it up or it's the home for us. A good listener you are for problem or woe. Your heart's always open and coffee before we go. So don't lose your friends or any of us either. Just keep busy and not have a breather. A few trips you've taken, should have done more. Good memories you've had, and now it's just to the store. Good example you've shown us and all through the years about keeping in touch with grandchildren, the dears. So hang in there, Mom, and go for the 100 mark. Go way past laying a nap, and oh, what a lark. Wonder about you down through the years, what you'd have been like had you had a few beers.
You stood up until then, right?
Everybody's going to write with that, huh?
Boy, is there tears.
So kick up your heels, you still got time. Spend all your money down to the last dime. Go buy another coat and get some more shoes. Go to the gambling boat. We don't care if you lose. That's her, sure. That's her. Harry, I care. This poem's getting long. I've had so much to say. You are a great mom. Have a wonderful birthday.
I didn't know she did.
You did? Did you?
Very good.
It took me one more to.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
Once I got on it, I just kept going.
I didn't know that.
I didn't. You had 3 words.
Can you add to
I
it?
can't find my handkerchief. I had it here to cry, now I can't find it.
Well, you just
Yeah.
Sleep.
You could have a better family than this. What did I do
What did you do?
to bring your kids here? There, thank you.
Well, you spanked us when we were young. That's what she. Rolling pin that you broke on me? Mom, you broke a rolling pin on me. Remember that when I called on the bench?
That's child abuse.
You should have had a heavier
I was so
one.
glad when that thing broke. Yeah,
Nice,
the
that
handle.
did
The
easy.
handle broke off. So she couldn't come after me anymore. And
Should have had a heavier one, shouldn't she?
she never had a handle from that on.
I think we better.
He got spanked once.
And that,
Steve.
he must have learned his lesson then.
Yes, that hurts.
Some kids just don't need as many as others.
Some of us are children.
Boy, she got the points. I don't think Steve needed a spanking.
That was my point.
That one time I did.
What?
Is that when you went?
Went to the neighbors and I was,
Oh, you just took off the
Yeah, but that one time you were in a store window and you had to go to the bathroom right
well, I
on Main
was too
Street.
young to know.
Responsibility.
Yeah, right.
I remember when I got spanked once, I tell Bernette about it. She was younger, it was Evelyn and me. We lived in that old house way over there with John Lightford and Fred Mays in that area there. Oh, I found my handkerchief. Anyway, there was an old house there, and my dad built a new house to live in. He was a carpenter. And we were running around that house and it was muddy, and we were chasing each other, and then we got muddy feet. And my mother spanked me. I can remember that spanking. Isn't that funny? I was just a little bitty kid. But it must have hurt. Must have hurt. That's right.
You learn to wipe your feet after
She saw us do that. We shouldn't have done that.
He said all I needed was a stern look from his dad, and he shaped up right away. He never had to be spanked. He said that
Oh,
Well, it took a sister looked for his dad, and he just shaped up right away, and there's
Yeah?
all these troubles.
German.
But the kids nowadays got a maid, don't they? Nothing really about nothing. Do what they want and they don't get taken after them.
What else, Mom? You want to, you know, you don't have any, next year you can come back at us if you want.
Well,
The whole year.
The whole year to
You can have your sons write
down.
it. Yes.
No.
I gotta be thinking of something to think about all year. I'm gonna tell you what happened the other morning. You know, I have a friend, Helen Carl. She's younger than me, but she lives alone, a widow for years too. And she calls me every morning to see if I'm up. And I'm so glad to get her call because she tells me all what she did the day before, about everybody else. It's interesting. So I got a bright look on the day, you know. So the other morning, I called her and said I was going to walk up the street, get my hair done, and our friend Hinnerman tried to call me. She stopped at my house to get something, an obituary I'd saved for her. And a newspaper was in the rack outside on the porch. And she thought, my God, she didn't get a paper in last night. And she don't answer the phone, she don't answer the door, wonder what's wrong. So she calls this Helen Carl. Helen said, oh, she's up for getting her hair done. So I told her that morning what I was doing. Oh, she felt so good. It made me feel good about that deal that we had.
Checking on you.
Yeah, it sure is, yeah. I put it in my note box, but none of you guys know I have a note box.
Sure.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, we can look.
I looked to see if you haven't left a note for, if you left a
And I
note for
wrote
us.
that in there, that where I'm gone.
Well, she shouldn't have looked at it.
Friend didn't know. Oh, there's, oh,
They got married, then we just follow behind you.
After Mike gets on here, then we start bringing on the spouses. Oh, okay. Okay.
One of them.
The video's ready?
Well, I don't know when we got married. Do you remember when we got married after your family? I don't know.
follow Carl.
No, we got married before Carl and Beth.
Oh, did you?
We got married in '67.
Karen, can you set that sucker up?
Yes.
You were here, so you don't know what's there.
Just like vintage wine.
Oh, sure.
51.
Carl's got a look.
I thought it was yours, big button.
No, it's 51.
Okay, there's one picture left.
Yeah, and you.
Ready now?
about your birth, yeah. What else, Mike?
I didn't have any problems at birth.
I remember when he came
Were you hungry?
That's right.
Yes, that was unusual.
Only one in the hospital.
That's why no problem.
Thank you. This is the first time that Mom told me ahead of time that a baby was coming. I didn't know what baby was.
She told you? She never told me.
Well, because I was living there at home and I was just to take care of things so that when she was gone, you know what's going on. So, since he's born on December 7th, correct?
Right.
We went to Mass on December 8th. And Margaret Haas was there and she says, where's Lillian? I said, well, she's at the hospital. She had the baby. She said, what baby? I said, well, she had the baby. She says, you're kidding me. I said, no, she had a baby. Well, she didn't tell me. And I thought, isn't that something? Nowadays, you think about it, people tell when the babies are coming.
Yeah, morning after. Night before. You're planning it. Planning to have a baby.
We gotta go home.
Mom never told us anything about the facts of
No, you
life.
gotta say who you are now.
Joanne?
Who did you marry, Mike?
Kim Mueller from Belmont.
When?
1978.
He's nice.
Yeah.
That's right, right. Prosperous
If
farm.
you have to, if you have
Newsweek.
to ask.
On Newsweek, right. I know that phrase. And after that was Pete?
Pete. Candy? Pete, we need you next, please.
No.
There's none left.
And you have to say who you are.
Why did you marry me?
Why?
There's a lot of life on it.
This is on video, honey.
I'm Pete Snyder and I'm married.
What year was that?
What year did you get married in?
But here I get married, oh, in 1956.
Was that a good year?
It was a very good year.
What did your mother-in-law say? Every time you took me out, what did she say to you?
As she flicked the yard lights, you made our, that was after.
That Robin the Cradle.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I didn't realize that she was only 15 or so. She wasn't supposed to be graduating from high school yet. She did.
Okay, next.
You're afraid this is going down the wrong path?
Get all personal.
I'm Jan, I married Alan, 67.
Any problems that day?
We had snow on the ground on April 22nd, it was rather chilly.
Yes, might be.
And that day of the wedding, Harriet, I think, took me over to Cuba. Harry was in the hospital
Yeah, that was
with pneumonia.
We went down to visit him after the ceremony.
And then came Kim. No, I'm sorry. Beth.
I'm Beth, and I married Carl in June of 1968. And our wedding was back in the old church at Tennyson, where the Abings had belonged years ago.
Yes.
It's nice.
We had no problems.
We had no problems.
I'm Kim, and I married Mike in 1978. And we flew off on the family and got married in Las Vegas. No, in a scarlet red dress.
And a big hat.
And you had a party at your house.
Somebody had a
Surprise
party at their
party.
house.
Very much nice.
Still the candy.
All right, you can go ahead.
You're supposed to join your wife, I think.
Well, you don't have to. This is funny. I'm mad at her today. I'll show her. We were married August 25th. I can't remember the year. That's close.
That's why you're in
15
trouble.
years ago.
A beautiful garden wedding.
Yes, yeah, it was. Hasn't been any nicer since. You mean Dave?
No, nice. Oh, they're having it in these days.
That's why he's over there, and I'm here.
Right? A little buggy down the road.
Yeah, my wife was totally embarrassed.
Yeah.
Was there a toilet in the buggy? No.
No.
There was toilet
Hey,
paper
that
on
would
it.
have been okay.
We was hanging behind.
Now, where'd you go on your honeymoon?
Dork County.
Do you have any problems?
Yeah.
That's enough.
Yeah, I won't elaborate.
Is this it?
Goes up with something.
Well, that's
I
my
got
family.
about 3 things flashing, so I think we're about out of
We can go, John.
Thank you. Well, neighbor, no, that's caving in already.
Cut that sucker, Mom.
We're going to have plastic on fire.
They're burning up.
At least one more good year. They're the kind that don't want to go out, huh?
The stars are burning. Stars are burning out.
Yeah, we're going to have
Stars are burning, burning.
hyperventilate. She's going to be hyperventilated by the time she gets done here. There.
That's very nice, Mary.
Oh, is that one of those surprise cakes?
That's what I'm afraid of.
I seen the sugar here.
What's in there?
I seen the sugar guys, whatever they had, they had things on the trouble.
It's kind of sticky frosting.
It's not a real cake.
It's not a real cake? Oh. 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 Now what? Whose work? Mary, you gotta replace it. Where'd you buy this, Mary? I'm the one who brought the cake. Oh, you are? It was at a garage sale, of course. Here, babe, you can do better. I don't think I can. I hit the paper inside. It's a roll of toilet paper. It tastes good. Okay. Put it down in our place.
You want it?
And I, you know, I was gonna stay a long time at Paul. call it for dogs. I wonder if you ever buy them a breakfast or if you do something and I even kind of question on about it. It's something they even think about bringing it in.
It just,
Well, it's too bad. And the
hit the
whole
Philippines
bigger.
sooner than we thought, and this plane just straight down. Never forget, I looked down the aisle, and that sucker, just, you could have skid all the way down.
And when Mike called, he said, guess what?
They
He
need to go
said,
back and.
they're filming the,
Right, right.
he knew I watched that on television. And he said he could see them out there. He got them a phone out on the beach, huh?
I got a hotel room.
Oh, was?
We're on the golf course.
Okay, and of course, he asked me to pay for it because he couldn't do it there. Gladly, gladly. It's $25, Mike.
Not a lot of people can make calls when they're on the.
Yeah.